Welcome back to Flows of the Heart, Lyrics of the Soul. Today we will be doing a deep, in-depth breakdown on K-Reno's song and lyrics, Extreme Malice. Now with this song we are getting into some extremely sick K-Reno bars. The lyricism exhibited in this song is on a level most rappers strive for, but with K-Reno, he brings us the sickest lyricism in almost every song, unlike most rappers. The powerful storytelling, almost anthem-like beat in this song is flowed to flawlessly by K-Reno. His wordplay and rhyme scheme is genius, flowing to the beat so hard, hitting all the right pauses in the beat, which I noticed at these points of the beat coming to a pause. K-Reno flows and rhymes would match the pauses and the stopping points before starting again. Let's get into the first verse.
Well-planned, musically studious, translucent, exuberant, grand, luminous, pugilist, hand movements are numerous, land cruising with prudence and transfusing my nutrients, ran through the unruly with man proven elusive is using quick precision. I'll envision then inflict the collision that makes the people in picture switch positions. I've never been typical, lyrical, physics inexplicable, with monolithic pull and predicting the unpredictable.
I don't care what you think about K-Reno, but if you can look at these lyrics and not see the lyrical beauty and genius within them, I feel sorry for you. This whole song is practically a battle track directed to anyone listening. I want to start with these first two lines. Now anyone can look at these lines and say, K-Reno just threw a bunch of big rhyming words together. Any rapper can do that. What is so good about that? Let me show you. Every word K-Reno used here was the perfect word to say what he wanted. The key is in the meanings or definitions of the words. I won't say much on musically. We can see that. Studious, spending a lot of time studying or reading. K-Reno for sure does. He has even written his own book on top of over 50 albums. Translucent, of a substance, allowing light, but not detailed shapes to pass through, semi-transparent. The key to this word is allowing light, as in light, dark, good, evil. He's referring to God here. Exuberant, filled with or characterized by a lively energy and excitement. Again, this could be referring to God or his musical energy, enthusiasm. And then luminous, full of or shedding light, bright or shining, especially in the dark. Again here, he is referring to the light of God and imbuing it onto others, or just being a superstar in the spotlight. Pugilist, a boxer, especially a professional one. K-Reno is a bar boxer, as in battling, and is quite a professional one. Seeing the definitions to the words used adds so much to the understanding of the lyricism. And then finishing it off with the hand movements are numerous, being a metaphor for the boxer punching, but also the hand movements during a rap battle. I could do this for almost every line in this song, but I'm only going to point out the bars that stand out the most, or this video will be hours long. And this bar here, so simple, but so sick. Let's jump into the next set of lines.
No sick rhetoric in my edifice, let it be said and registered within your head that it's better never to question it's negative vibe premise. My hand grows to the size of 𝓬𝓬𝓷𝓬 and slaps you for 75 minutes. Never rest, my cleverness forever is self-expressed, effervescent and pleasant, yet it's wretched with epithets. I slept with intrepidness, prerequisite second guess, reset you by shaking you for 3 seconds like Etch-a-Sketch.
This bar is just so sick. And what is it you should never question? Again, we need to go to the definitions for a complete understanding. Rhetoric, the art of effective or persuasive speaking or writing, especially the use of figures of speech and other compositional techniques, which K-Reno obviously has. Edifice, a building, especially a large, imposing one. So rhetoric is 100% K-Reno, and the building, the large, imposing one, is K-Reno himself as a rapper. So why question it? the definitions to these words are key to understanding the lyrics. With the Kawhi Leonard line, where you get slapped for 75 minutes, it starts, negative vibe, premise. Now we all know what a negative vibe is, but let's add the definition of premise to it. Premise, a previous statement or proposition from which another is inferred or follows as a conclusion. So sick. The epiglottis line, speaking of battle, the epiglottis is what blocks the opening to our stomach, allowing air to flow through our trachea to our lungs, which would be moving back and forth like crazy when K-Reno was rapping. Or anyone, really. And there is no explanation needed for the Etch-a-Sketch line, but I wanted to point it out. Let's move on to the next set of lines.
You magical, then I can match that. I'll be coming at and fly around the track with a strap and a backpack. It'll be the same as if it was my frame that did it. My brain is different, you need a portal crane to lift it. You flaming this burst, but you won't put my name in a verse. I'm a dangerous person, in handcuffs, changing my shirt. I'm analytical, leading on a spiritual retreat. I can speak and sweep Sunday to the middle of the...
Now the Nat track strap backpack bar, I can't make any sense of. It just seems like some nonsense wordplay. And I thought the same for the next bar. Hearing this song, I always thought, K-Reno, what the fuck is a portal crane? And just assumed he meant some crazy thing that lifts portals, like it says. But then I found this just now while writing this script. The Portal Crane, group of companies which do business all over the world. And this line about the portal crane does not seem like nonsense lyrics anymore. The bar he finishes with is some sick wordplay, but I want to point out this line, which is so sick. You flame and disperse, but you won't put my name in a verse. And I don't know of any rapper to ever call out K-Reno. And I even know he wrote a song dissing Eminem, and maybe Eminem didn't think he was a mainstream enough rapper to go after, but let's move on to the next set of lines.
Fighting exhibitions, true demolition, no benedictions, unlimited rounds, 2 hours each with no intermission. My poetic sheets carry a heavy speech. When shredded, each fragment release becomes a 23-pound confetti piece. I swarm and disable, alarming and fatal. Respond if you're able, word embalming you on a coroner's table. Exhibited vivid tunes, I'll be ripping on your television soon. Bust a flipping and land in your living room.
The first bar is so sick. I have showed you how to use the definitions of the words he uses to get a full understanding of what he is rapping in his lyrics, so I will leave that to you. And this bar here, my poetic sheets carry a heavy speech. When shredded, each fragment release becomes a 23-pound confetti piece. This second bar here is a true display of K-Reno's lyricism. It just sends you for a mindfuck and always need to rewind to hear what he actually said. And now we're going to dive deep into these lines. Now tell me if I am reading into these lines too much, because on the surface they are so sick alone, but let me explain. Knowing K-Reno is a religious person, part of the Nation of Islam, but I think this reference can work for any religion also. I see a crazy metaphor here. Let's start with the 23-pound piece of confetti, which I see being something very small filled with lyrical energy, which is causing the weight of it. Then it made me think of the Big Bang, and I do mean the expansion of the universe. All matter and energy coming from a small point, not the TV show. Then I see the shredding of his poetic sheets almost as the Big Bang itself, dispersing energy through the universe, and each 23-pound piece of confetti is actually a star. I know this may seem a little far-fetched, but I am sure we can 100% see a metaphor in my poetic sheets carry a heavy speech. The metaphor being K-Reno's rhyme book, but also a reference to a holy book, the Bible, the Quran, or any. And then having the next line follow up as a Big Bang creation of the universe metaphor, it just kind of seems to fit. But let me know. Am I diving too deep into that? Let me know. Was that just me looking too much into it? Or do you really think K-Reno's lyrics can be that deep? I know they can. Let's move on to the next set of lines.
Monopoly, owning the property. I'm trying to be the cause of all them see families cashing in life insurance policy. The high agility, soliloquy, lyrically. Every CD I release individually is equal to a trilogy. Diligently assembling theories that be so superior, it would be silly for even me to try to mirror me. I'll put you in pillars and let you look at me till I kill an entire fella. Reality couldn't be.
Now remember, this whole song is about K-Reno the rapper, his skills, and using his lyricism to show he is on another level. So many sick bars in this set. And with these lines here, I don't think I need to say anything. This bar is so sick and extremely self-explanatory. I'm trying to be the cause of all MC families cashing in life insurance policies. He's just taking them all out. And with these lines, an expression of the stories, time, and work K-Reno puts into his albums, always giving quality music and lyricism, crazy concepts that are hidden within songs, stories behind hidden within songs. Anyone who has delved into K-Reno's library would never be able to deny this. This one line here says so much and is another crazy biblical metaphor I doubt most have seen. In reference to the Bible and the story of Lot and the city of Sodom, Lot's wife was turned to a pillar of salt for looking back when fleeing from Sodom, when the city and everyone in it was being destroyed by God. Now the metaphor is K-Reno putting you in pillars, or stunning and paralyzing anyone who glances upon his skill. In the metaphor, the pillars are the crowd, stunned, paralyzed, watching him battle. And the village of Sodom he is destroying is all rappers who step on stage. And why? Because he is the rap god, all in one line. Let's move on to the last set of lines.
Singular king of this, bringing this mean and fiendish click to the scene and spit. Touch you and leave no distinguishing fingerprints. Any way you script it, I'ma blaze and rip it. I'm 3 times as gifted like a birthday for triplets. I'm lathered in beta-carotene, plus I had a dream that my neck was an ammunition carrying magazine with emphatic radical patterns that ejected from the throat and can render you ineffective from the second that I spoke. And I'm leaving the record broke for the most hearts ever checked with a quote. Whole populations with one stethoscope. My obsession to be the best is so special, I bet you that I could give you a 7th century head start and still catch.
More amazing lyrics from K-Reno to finish off this song that has no hook. We can all see the extreme malice coming from these lyrics. I just wanted to point out a couple of the really sick lines here. And I am not sure, but I think I may have found where the name for the song comes from, which brings the whole song and lyrics full circle with another metaphor, if true, contained within the title of this song. Now I don't know if K-Reno is a fan of Dragon Ball Z or not, and the title itself could just be a coincidence with what I am about to say, but I think it fits too well with the actual concept displayed by the lyrics of K-Reno being the greatest and being the rap god. I found there is a video game called Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2, and the last level is called Extreme Malice, where the player has to battle 5 Dragon Ball Z supervillains, which are ideally super powerful gods. I found this Reddit post speaking of Extreme Malice, the level in the video game being impossible to beat, and I thought I found a connection to why K-Reno might have named the song Extreme Malice. Because he is impossible to beat. He is a rap god. Like, you see the metaphor I'm trying to put forth with Extreme Malice, the title of the song, and Extreme Malice being the last level of this video game. It fits so well. But like I said, I don't know if that is why the name of the song is Extreme Malice. That's just something I came across that fit extremely well. I didn't go over all the lyrics, but let me know if you think there was some lyrics I should have covered that I didn't. As well, let me know if you agree with this analysis or what you don't agree with. Thank you for watching.